Actually, I'm signing up obviously to a lot of services just for professional curiosity, but I'm actually actively using. I'm a big fan of Flickr. I like taking pictures, and I've been I think I was user number 20 or something. I was actually in the room when they opened it up, or when they turned it into a photo sharing application. So Flickr I've always been a big fan and user of. Lately I've started using Facebook because everybody and their mom seems to be on it now, and you kind of cannot get around it. Xing, the German business network, Places obviously, to a certain extent Jaiku and Twitter. So I'm tying in my Places location into my stream on Jaiku and Twitter. I don't know. I used to blog a lot. I started my blog in 2002, but I stopped it at some point. Maybe there's a little bit of fatigue there. I'm really only using services that I have a feeling they make me optimize my time with other people. You know, that actually makes me getting more out of my social life. But not on the internet, but outside the internet. So anything that can help me find out what's my best option in London, you know, this afternoon, or who else is in town. These kind of services, that's the kind of services I use.
Okay. Where do you think the web is broken?
Well, I guess interoperability is really a big topic, especially in the area where we play. The presence apps, you know, Jaiku, Twitter, Places. I think you got to be really careful that there's not silos developing there, so that in the end, you know, we're going to look at a similar situation that we have with Instant Messenger. And that's something that we need to be really careful that it doesn't break. Also, noise and metadata. If I look at this, I mean, it's really, what I'm really kind of excited about lately is this sort of activity stream that we see, you know, on Facebook, the news feed. Like, you know, what is your friends doing to their objects? You know, Phil is just commenting your track, and you know, someone else is commenting your picture, someone else uploaded a new picture. That really helps you. That's relevant, and that's something, for example, I want on my phone or I want on my RSS feed, because it helps me stay connected with my network. Unfortunately, by design, it breaks when it reaches a certain scale. If you're new to a service where you can subscribe to people like Facebook or Twitter, or even like on Places, I subscribe to your whereabouts. In the beginning, it's really fascinating because you have 3-4 friends, and you're like, well, this is really cool. I'm getting updates on my friends, and then it reaches a point where other people start coming on the network, they add you as friends, and maybe that's people you don't know that well. So you end up with 40, 50 people you're following, or even more, 100 or 200. And then by definition, you're buried in noise. And it's not like the chance that you actually catch a relevant piece of information in that river of updates is not very likely. So then the one challenge is interoperability, and the other challenge is certainly filtering. And for that you need relevant metadata, and that's something that we're, for example, trying to solve or trying to work on. That, for example, you will only get the updates if someone is close by, right? As long as we're here at the conference together in London, I'm interested in what you're doing tonight, I'm interested in what you're doing this afternoon. In fact, I had to call you up to
Hold on a second.
It's a very video blogging friendly environment here.
Yeah.
You know, I had to call you up to find out your status and your presence, and as long as we're here together, I'm really interested in your updates. But when we're back in Berlin, I couldn't care less that you're flying an egg right now, you know, and that's interesting to sort of get that built into the system, that it's actually you don't have to subscribe and unsubscribe things all the time to lower the mental transaction costs and really do it implicitly. Like, we're both at the same conference, so yes, we're interested in updates. That's the challenge.
Okay.